Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the season finale of the Full Send Superspeedway Series, live from the high banks of Talladega Superspeedway. I'm Mike Taylor, up here in the booth, and alongside me is the one, the only, Russell Martin. Tonight, one driver, he will be taking home the championship. He has practically got it locked in. The only way, and the only way, he will not be able to take home this championship is pretty much if he finishes dead last. So, Kensley Smith, all he's got to do is finish strong, and he's got this championship locked down. It has been a season, every bump draft, every last lap move, and every near miss has led to this moment. And ladies and gentlemen, if this season has taught us anything, is that cautions are very short. So that means these drivers are going to have to be very patient getting down on pit road, because something that we have seen has been penalties for speeding on entry. So, will Kensley Smith be able to clinch the championship for sure at the end of this race? Or is he going to absolutely flop and somebody else take it? Which just is not possible. We can't see that. But, ladies and gentlemen, the field is qualifying. We are ready to rock and roll. And let's get started right here on the Racers Elite Network. Today, Russ, man, let me tell you what, we are in for an absolute treat. Some real fast guys, again, showing why they're the fast of the fast. And we got one man, Kensley Smith, who is the king of super speedways.
And, these super speedway races, it's anybody's race. But why don't we get Kensley up here and get a little bit of a talk with him here before the race gets going? We know he's not going to lay a qualifying lap, so let's get Kensley in here and get his thoughts on this race here tonight.
Yeah, Kensley, it's Mike and Russ up here in the booth, buddy. So tonight you've practically clinched the championship in that number 15 Chevy. What's your thought process heading here into today's race?
Just keep it clean. More I thought about it, probably just going to sit at the back for a little bit and see how everybody goes. And if I see a possibility of getting to the front, I'll make my way up there. But just try to keep it clean and stay out of mess.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a really good plan there for sure. So it's been a very good season for you. What kind of momentum do you think you'll have for next season when we restart?
Just do the same thing I've been doing. This will be championship number 2 in the row here for Super Speedway Series. So just keep doing what I'm doing and focus on my strategies that I always let play out during the races. And I think I got a top 5 or top 10 in almost every single race this season, and that really helped me. So yeah, next season just do the same thing, keep myself clean, and stay at the front most of the time. So.
Yeah, definitely, keeping it clean and consistency is always key to having a good finish in the point standings. Russ, do you have any questions for Kensley before we send him back down trackside?
Nah, man, it's just these super speedways. Kensley's always been one of the top competitors, and well deserved of this championship here this season. And just go out there and do your thing. But like you said, really just kind of hang at the back, and you got 24 other drivers out here tonight that's going to be trying to cause a little bit of chaos, and you steer clear of that. And I think other than that, you're just pretty much locked up. So we'll just go do your thing, my friend, and bring home this championship.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. That is Kensley Smith, driver of that number 15 machine. So he's practically got it all locked in, and it sounds like he has a really good game plan. And coming out here as well, I'm coming here to win this championship, and he's pretty much got that locked in. Um, so I like his mindset. So I'm really excited to see how it's going to go for him here.
Yeah, I mean, he just got to keep that thing clean and make it to the checkered flag here tonight. And a lot of times it's always little difficult to do that. I mean, they are racers here after all, so I
Yep.
mean, he said he's going to try to hang out there at the back for most of the race, but we'll see how long that actually lasts before he pushes that number 15 car up there to the front.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely the ultimate question is, can he survive until the end of the race? And, we've got a very long way to go. I mean, I think we've got, 80 laps today?
Uh, 75 here tonight, so
75 tonight. So,
yep.
yeah. I mean, it's a long way, but I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just gotta make sure he stays in the draft number one at the back of the pack there. Keep right there with everybody else. Try not to lose the draft too much there. I mean, once that happens, you go a lap down real quick, fast and in a hurry. So just keep on to the back end of the field, stick with the draft, and be there at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. As we have 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying, we finally got a uh, Matt Metler heading out on track. He's gonna barely make it back to the start finish line on his first out lap. So
I don't even think he's doing that. He just realized how much time was left, and
yeah, probably. But I want to jump up here into our chat real quick. Hello, Richie Joplin. How are you doing, buddy? And Joseph Bonner. He's saying, let's go the 11, 14, 57, 42, sit height. No, wait, what? Wrong sport.
I mean, the 11 car is Joe Bonner, so I mean, rooting for yourself, that's
That's a given.
kind of that's a given, yeah. So
all right, now we've got Matt Metler up and running. Nope, he's stopping again. I think he realizes I go to him and he's like, dang it, stop it, Mike.
yeah, don't you know I'm on that Wi-Fi?
No, I always give Matt Metler crap. He's great. He's a cool guy to pick on throughout the day. But yeah, so Richie Joplin, he's in here. By the way, Richie, happy birthday for the 854th time, I think it is now. But that right there is going to end it for us for our qualifying. That means, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go trackside to get our starting lineup here today, as we've got a good size field with us. So we're not going to waste any time here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go through the starting lineup for today's race. Starting on the pole, driver of that number 40, that 08 machine, Steve Sizemore, and Brett Bray in the 6 will be joining him to the outside. Row number 2, starting on the inside in that monster number 45 machine, Ryan Warp. Kirby Wainscott in the KFC number 10 machine will be to his outside. Inside, row number 3, that number 55 of Truth Hoke. To his outside, the number 14 of Patrick Millett. Inside, row number 4, driver that Callaway number 13 machine, Robert Garcia. Joining him is going to be the call before you dig number 75, Stony Benfield. Start row number 5. On the inside, it's going to be Joe Bonner in his number 11 machine. And to his outside, the number 300 of Austin Sale. Row number 6, the number 89 of Richie Joplin. To his outside, Brandon Zimmerman in his number 65 machine. On the inside of row number 7, driver of that max velocity number 57, Aaron Roth. To his outside, it's going to be that Spartan driver, Jonathan Stidham, in his number 42. Inside of row number 8, Marcus McCord in his Wonder number 100 machine, followed by Sean Dunaway in the 01 Hello Kitty Chevy. Inside row number 9, Brandon Puffenbarger, and driving that HendrickCars.com number 5 machine. To his outside, Andrew Teft in the RacersElite.com number 98. Inside row number 10, Troy Thomas in his number 88 machine. And to his outside, it's going to be that admin box number 4 of Dennis Kane. Row number 11, Kensley Smith in a special paint job, driving that number 15 Advanced Auto, that Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Kensley Smith. To his outside, the number 50, Terry Fennell. Row number 12, Matt Mittler in the number 311 Red Line machine. He's going to be joined by the 00 of Daytona Cross. Row 13, and rounding out our field, driver of that number 711 Detroit Lions of Chevrolet, Trevor Fettig. Strong field of 75 here today, as we have one car stalled on the backstretch, and everybody's is jerking to avoid, but I did see some contact back there, and I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know, there's some ghost tires rolling down the back straightaway too. Not sure what's going on there, but
yeah, something happened with Terry Fennell back here. Let's come back here and take a look. Yeah,
pacing is hard. I don't know who that was. It just kind of pulled in the middle there, but
yeah, that's. I don't think that was Daytona Cross in the. Yeah, that was Daytona Cross in the number 7 machine.
Sure, what happened there? Why he?
Oh no, that's the 11 of Joe Bonner.
Joe Bonner. Yeah, not sure what happened. Why he just kind of went to the middle of the track there, out of line, but. I kind of stacked everybody up and caused a little pre-race drama here before the green flag even flies.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Pacing's hard sometimes.
Pacing's hard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the season finale. And for the final time for the season, we are green flag at Talladega Superspeedway. Steve Sizemore, Brett Bray will bring the field to the green flag for the first of 75 laps around Talladega Superspeedway right here on the Racers Elite Network, as these drivers are now gaining up to speed. Still side by side, nice and strong here as they make their way out of turn number 2. And that outside lane seems like it's trying to form really early on here in this run.
Yeah, I mean, if they can stay, nose and tail up pretty good. Yeah, or 3 wide. Yeah, you got Brandon Zimmerman, 65, Jonathan Stidham in the 42 going to the way top side here. They'll break up the momentum of that middle lane a little bit, but if they can stay nose and tail pretty good, they might get something going here.
That is very true as they come out of a turn number 4 for the first time. Most of the field double wide, we got 3 wide, but Steve Sizemore, he will hold the field to the start-finish line for the first time as we start getting ourselves back somewhat into a 2 wide situation, as we have that 57 of Aaron Roth still hanging out on the outside there, and now joining him is going to be Kirby Waysky in that number 10.
I'm not sure if they meant to maybe try to fall to the back and what, but yeah, we got one still trapped up there. 14.
Patrick Millett,
I believe.
Yeah.
Kind of still hung up there in that 3rd lane. Everybody's kind of trying to migrate to the bottom, it looks like. Still got a few choosers to stay in that 2nd lane.
Yeah, these guys really got to make up my mind on where I am going in this race, because, I mean, we're going 2 wide, 3 wide, 5 wide, and we're only completing lap number 2 here. As you see Millett going back to that high side.
Yeah, Brett Bray stuck in the middle right there. You're going to have Andrew Teft in 98 coming up to try to push him just a little bit.
really
We
good.
got cars blinking off the screen. We got guys jockeying for lines. We got them moving everywhere.
Hey, you know what? It's the season finale. We're going to come out of the season with a bang. And, I mean, sure enough, only working, lap number 3. These guys are really putting on a good show, while our front pack here, they pretty much got themselves single. Never mind. We're now 2 wide. And that's just going to bring that second pack right back to the back bumper of these front leaders here, as we are starting lap number 4. 3 wide up front.
Looks like Brandon Zimmerman stuck in the middle now. Andrew Teff, Patrick Millette. Got Aaron Roth and Jonathan Stidham trying to go 4 on the outside there. Now Millette's going to be able to get down to the bottom.
Andrew Teff, I believe he is your current second place driver, as things are getting sketchy. That 75 Stoney Benfield, he's up there in front of the 98. I thought that was going to bring out a caution right there, as we are running 3 wide, 3 deep.
Right there behind all that mess, going to be your points champion, Kensley Smith. Trying to, stay out of trouble here during this race, but all the trouble that's going to come at him is going to be coming from in front of him.
Yeah, for sure. And as I mentioned, during the grid, Kensley Smith is running a little bit of a special paint scheme today. Do you want to talk a little bit about his paint scheme?
Yeah, he's got a special tribute paint scheme going on here tonight. He's got his dad on the hood of it. Tomorrow marks the 7-year anniversary since him and his family lost his dad there, and our hearts and thoughts go out to the family during their time of remembrance of Ken, and we hope you guys get through tomorrow with all the strength that you guys can have.
Absolutely, as we get a better look here at that Big Ken logo on the hood of that race car, as they make their way now down the back straightaway. So definitely Kensley is running with a very heavy heart here. It's always tough losing a loved one, and when it comes to about that time for their anniversary, it's really something.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's always 2 days of the year that I always find hard, and it's my grandfather was a large part of my childhood, and I always looked up to him, and he's the one who got me into racing. When I was a kid, he was a big NASCAR fan, big Terry Labonte fan, and he passed away back in 2002. So I mean, it's been a while, but yet every year on his birthday, which just passed, he would have been 85 on the 14th. And then November 9th was, the day that he passed away, which ironically is exactly 1 week after my birthday. So, those 2 days are always the hardest for me every year. And, unfortunately, that was just my grandfather. I can't imagine what happened when, my father passes. And, I can only imagine the thoughts that go through Kensley's head as the leader is going to get turned and sent to the infield right there. You're going to save it.
What a save.
Way back up on the track, Steve Sizemore there in the 08. Unlucky break for him.
As we come back here and take another look at that, as they come through the tri-oval, and he just absolutely gets turned. And man, there's no other feeling. And the fact that they gave him enough room to come back on track, that's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it took him a little bit, but I mean, it's actually harder to get back on the track mid-corner like what he did than it is to try to do back on the straightaway. But
yeah.
We're going to have a side-by-side battle for the lead here. Jonathan Stidham in the 42 on that outside, looking to get by the 89 of Joplin.
Oh, we have
Oh,
one
looks like
car
somebody's
blown
blowing
up.
up.
One driver is blowing up in the middle.
Patrick Millette.
Is that Millet? No,
I think that's Millette in the 14.
Yeah.
Somebody wasn't watching their gauges.
Yeah. That is one thing you never want to have happen. And
You know, kudos though to the rest of the field getting around him without running him over and causing something big right there. Because a lot of times, especially here in these plate races, man, one of those engines go, it could cause a calamity.
yeah, for sure. And gonna try to get on board. And right there. And man, everybody did a phenomenal job at, staying, getting around him just fine. But he's going to use this fast repair and come back on out and rejoin the field.
Yeah, I'm going to use that fast repair early. I was just going to have to make sure he tries to stay out of trouble the rest of the race.
Yeah. Yeah, but he will be back one lap down. But he's got Terry Fennell back there with him. Oh no, that's Joe Bonner and the number 50. They're both scooting along 2 laps back, and then Patrick Millett, he's going to be just about 1 lap down when the field catches him. So still very long way to go.
Yeah, working lap 11. Still got 65 to go here, so still early. Got a couple of pit stops to make. Still plenty of time for these guys to get themselves back on the lead lap.
Yeah, one driver I want to give a quick shout out to at the moment is Dennis Kane in that number 4 machine. He was up just about 12 spots before that outside lane started disintegrating there.
Yeah, Dennis having a pretty solid run so far here tonight. He had a pretty good run the other night, too. He led most of the race. I think it was Tuesday night? Wednesday night? One of them nights. He had a pretty strong run going even Thursday night there in the, or last night in the Gen 4s. I think he podiumed. So, had a good run there last night.
Awesome. That outside lane is really starting to struggle some as they make their way out of turn number 4 here.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like that second lane there really can't decide whether or not they want to be up there, if they want to go back to the bottom. I mean, they just kind of keep seesawing back and forth and just not holding a real steady pace, linked up together there, and kind of hurting them. But now Andrew Teff bringing the charge there on that second lane, going to try to start making something happen here.
Yeah, Andrew Teff, he's always one of those drivers that, you can push him towards the front. And he wants you to push him. As we see a pass for the race lead, Richie Joplin, he's taking the race lead away from, I think that was Stidham back in that number 42 machine.
Yeah, look who we got up there on that outside who said he was going to run in the back for most of the race and has already worked his way up inside the top 10. Kensley Smith in that 15 car.
But does that surprise you?
Not at all. I said it'd be just curious to see how many laps he decides to continue to run back there before he starts making the run to the front.
Yeah. That is very true, as Terry Fennell in that number 50, he is really slow on the back straightaway. He's just now getting back up to speed. I'm wondering if he possibly got turned. Gonna come back here real quick, take a look.
Looks like he's just getting out of the way of the pack there. Being a lap down, the pack was coming. I think he just got down there on the apron and get out of the way. I mean, he could have always Kevin LePage to field right there, but...
Yeah. Don't want to do that, no. That did not end very well for anybody that day.
I still would kind of find it funny if somebody did that. As long as I'm not in the race, dude. Somebody Kevin LePage, somebody.
Joe Bonner in that number 11 machine. He is going a second lap down now. As Patrick Millett. He is in this mix of cars right here, so he's just one lap down. He is your lucky dog driver at the moment, but that's all to do to change if he can keep it nice and clean.
I tell you what, Truth Hoke up there on that top side, he's got a pretty solid run going. He's got Brandon Zimmerman right there behind him, pushing him on that outside lane, and Truth and Andrew battling side by side for this lead, and we know for a fact that they have had a few little run-in tangles throughout the season and all these different series. So see if they can keep it clean and cordial here.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we're going to be keeping our eye on as they make their way out of turn number 4. And Andrew Teff started back in that 8, 16, 17th spot-ish. Oh, as we have trouble in the back.
At the 100 car of Marcus McCord.
Yeah, there he is.
In the Ricky Bobby Wonderbird car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just talking about Andrew Teff there. Yeah, he started 18th. So, pretty solid run here so far for him.
Yeah. As you see here, he just got turned. And it was ever so enough to get him sideways.
Yeah, it looked like he thought maybe he was clear. He worked up, maybe trying to come back down. Joe Bonner down there on the inside. It looks like he just kind of washes up there and maybe trying to come back down, or maybe got a little bit loose and came back down into Bonner there.
Yeah, that's definitely very possible.
A little bit of contact for Troy Thomas in the 88 there.
Yep. All right. As your field is coming around turns 1 and 2 to catch up with the pace truck. To pit or not to pit? You're gonna pit. Where you are.
Oh yeah, you're definitely at least going for fuel.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we will be seeing everybody come down pit road, and I believe Patrick Millett in that number 14 machine, he will be your lucky dog candidate once we get confirmation there from iRacing. And talk about iRacing, we want to thank iRacing so much for giving us a place to call home. We want to thank our pace truck driver Fred for being here every single race, never misses a day, and our good old buddy Barney up in the flag stand for being here every single race as well.
I was gonna say, if I flagged as many races as Barney flags in a day, my arm would fall off.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Alrighty guys, here they come down pit road. Oh, contact. Brett Bray and the 10 make contact. Oh, Wayne Scott.
Maybe like I was gonna say, it looked like maybe Kirby overran his pit box and tried to turn in really quick because he lost where it was, and
yeah,
Bray looked like Bray maybe wasn't quite over the ghosting contact line there, and I don't think he got too much damage though.
Yeah, The 6 looks alright, doesn't look too bad. Let's jump back here to Kirby Wainscott. He doesn't look that bad as well.
Interesting. They're giving the EOL to the 11 for that caution. That's interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, they're giving the 11 the EOL for causing this caution. I don't really feel like he was the one that caused the caution. I feel like the 100 came back down on him. Unless race control is seeing something that we don't see.
Alright, let's find out. So into the trial.
The 100 goes up. The 11's holding their line. I mean, maybe the 100 wasn't up quite far enough. And, yeah, maybe.
I
Say if I was race control, I would chalk that up to a racing incident. I don't think I'd put blame on either one of those guys.
I would too.
Because I mean, the 100 washed up the track, but maybe, I mean, the 11 held his line. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. That'd be a hard one to call. Like I said, that would be a hard one to call. So that's why I think I would just chalk that up to a racing incident there.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, as we are sitting here talking about race control, we do want to thank the Speed Zone Race Control, Chantel Pottle. She is pretty much at every single Racer Elite event. And she's the one who makes these really, really tough calls. And, you know, just like everybody, you know, we agree on calls, we disagree on calls, but at the end of the day, you know, she is 100%, you know, down the line fair, and she does a fantastic job over there. So, you guys, Speed Zone Race Control, if you guys need somebody for your races, they're really good over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Chantel's here each and every race every week, and you know, always kind of on point. I mean, there's some calls that are tough to make, like that one right there, but ultimately a call is made, and she sticks to it.
Absolutely. All right, so the lucky dog was indeed Patrick Millett. So now he's got to keep his car nice and clean all race long. We did have Terry Fennell get a wave around to get one of his laps back, so he is now one lap down, so he is now currently your lucky dog candidate. And out front, Truth Hope, Matt Metler, they all only took two tires this last pit stop, so they're going to be out front. And third is going to be your champion, Kensley Smith. And rounding out your top 5 is Richie Joplin and Ryan Warp. Alrighty, let's pull our belts tight. It's going to get chaotic here once again. And into the United Rentals restart zone. We are green flag racing here once again at Talladega. Truth Hope out to a good lead there. Kensley Smith, he's going to sucker up right behind him. Matt Miller, he's going to drop down, and here comes Ryan Warp flying around the outside.
Yeah, that was a real quick, tight hole that Metler squeezed himself into, but got the job done really good. And
oh, yeah.
We got Ryan Warp, Aaron Roth, Andrew Tefts there on that outside. Looks like maybe Richie Joplin looking to go up there and join him.
That's definitely very possible, as these guys are trying to get that outside lane moving there. As you see Joplin leading the outside, followed by Ryan Warp, the 57 of Aaron Roth, and then Andrew Teft right behind him. And then it looks like, I believe that's the 65 of Zimmerman behind Teft. So, and here comes Ryan Warp. He's going to get ditched out to the outside. Aaron Roth trying to sneak in down in front of Truth Hope, which he will. And that's going to put Andrew Teft to the outside by his lonesome. Steve Sizemore, he's going to get around Warp. And here comes, I think that's Dennis Kane in that Ford machine that's right behind him now. Oh, big movements.
And Mettler shooting back up to the outside to get on the back bumper. Kinsley Smith on the outside. Kinsley moving up, trying to make something happen on that top side.
Definitely always trying to make something happen on that outside lane. Kinsley Smith, ladies and gentlemen, your champion. He is going to lead his first lap here today at Talladega. But Matt Mettler in that number 311 machine, he's not making it easy for him now, as they're going to run side by side for the race lead here. As Joplin,
Andrew
gets
Teft
turned. Andrew Teft hard into the outside wall. And I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like everybody else has made it through. But Andrew Teft hard into the outside wall. And he's going to get a tow back to the pits. Let's come back here. Take a look and see if we can see what happened. He went up into the corner and he got just enough tap out of Sizemore, right about... Oh no, he actually got pushed up into the 15 first. And he had to check up.
Yeah, it looked like Sizemore. Yeah, Sizemore a little off kilter there too, and gave that bump. But I wanna say one thing. Andrew and I were talking before the race, and I'm gonna give him a little bit of a shout out because he said before the race that he felt like his reign of luck was gonna run out here tonight, and he was probably gonna get wrecked on lap 2. Well, he made it 22 laps farther than what he thought he was. I told him, yeah, probably a little bit further, maybe lap 3. But he makes it 23 laps, 24 laps here before ending up in the wall. So Good job, Andrew. You made it farther than you thought you would, bud.
Oh, yeah. He cursed himself, okay? He cursed himself.
Absolutely. Hey, you spoke it into existence.
Absolutely. Let's see about catching up with chat here while we're under this caution. Nobody has chatted. If you guys are watching, don't be afraid to say hello. Because if you don't say hello, then we don't know you are here. As we see the entire field once again coming down pit road. And I think a lot of these guys, they may just go with maybe just fuel only.
I see the right side's on Kinsley Smith going up.
Yeah,
he's taking at least 2 tires. And his left side's going up. Kinsley's taking 4 tires right here.
Yeah, Richie Joplin, he's not taking any tires here. Wow, okay.
Yeah, there's going to be a wide variety of strategies going on here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We do have 4 cars that stayed out. Wayne Scott, McCord, Garcia, and... No, 3 cars stayed out. And your lucky dog for this caution is going to be that number 50 machine of Terry Fennell. while we are under this caution, I'm just taking a couple moments here to catch up on a couple of things.
Yeah, let's see here. Lights are off on the pace truck. The guys are double filing it out, getting ready to go back to green. We've got Kirby Wainscott in the 10 car going to assume the lead here. Then the 100 of Marcus McCord going to start to his outside. And then Robert Garcia and Matt Metler are going to take up that second row. But Aaron Roth in the 57 going to round out the top 5. Stoney Benfield, Ryan Ward, Daytona Cross, Brandon Zimmerman, Joplin going to round out the top 10. And I tell you, every time I see the name, I still say it's the greatest name in all of iRacing, Daytona Cross, man. I love that name, brother.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Alrighty. So Andrew Teft, he is now 1 lap down. Joe Bonner in the 11, he is still 2 laps down. So right now, the best thing Andrew Teft can do is just bide his time, wait for the next caution, get his lap back, and then go back at it. But us knowing how Andrew Teft is with racing, I think he's going to try to fight his way back up through the field.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I mean, he's kind of maybe hoping for a real quick caution here.
Yeah,
get that lap back real quick, fast, and in a hurry. But
as we are, by the way, 1/3 through this race, ladies and gentlemen, as they climb back up through turns 1 and 2, as you see that number 100 of Marcus McCord to get sideways through turns 1 and 2, move up to that middle lane. Now he's got the 57 of Aaron Roth right behind him. And now your top 3, Wainscott, Garcia, Banfield, they're going to run single file. And of course, as soon as I get ready to say that, Stoney Benfield in that 75, he's going to duck out in front of Matt Metler. And Metler, he's going to push Benfield towards the front of this pack.
Yeah, the 100 there, Marcus McCord didn't really get a really good restart. Kind of checked up the outside just a little bit. Now he's got himself back under control here and still working that top side just a little bit. Oh, comes down into Kirby. I don't know if he was trying to work the side draft and misjudged it, but
yeah, definitely got to be careful of that as they are now back 3 wide back here.
I was gonna say that 100 car does not look very stable right now.
No.
Looks like he's struggling a little bit with the handling of that car.
Yeah, definitely. As Austin sailing to 300, he's trying to make a run on the outside by himself. And that's going to bring Garcia Zimmerman to the inside. And now he's going to get some help. I believe that's from Richie Joplin in that 89 machine. No, oh, big checkup.
Oh. That was a heck of a shot to the 65 of Brandon Zimmerman, but
oh, more contact.
they're just bouncing off each other like pinballs right now. That 100 car still kind of out of sorts in that middle lane right there, trying to find a hole to get in somewhere, but just can't keep it there once he gets there.
Yeah, for sure. What? Yeah, so we got the 100 Wonder Bread car.
He's just kind of making some erratic moves out there, going from bottom to the top, back to the bottom, all within about 500 feet.
Yeah, just about. 30 laps at the mark. And that's going to put us just about, 20 laps from hitting our 2/3 of the way mark. As these drivers will come out of turn number 2, still side by side down the back straightaway. that 300 machine of Austin Sale, he's still hanging strong on that outside, getting a good push from that number, the 7 of Daytona, no. Yeah, the 7 of Daytona
Yeah.
Cross.
Yeah, I think he's just got the wrong number on the car. It looks like he's running a 00 number, but I think
Yeah.
that's Daytona Cross there.
Yeah, that's going to be Daytona Cross. Then right behind him, he's got Aaron Roth in that number 57 machine. You know, Aaron Roth, he's also a guy that you don't want to mind having behind you as well, you know, pushing you. So they've got a good couple of guys up top, but they've got a really good group of guys down here on the bottom behind Stoney Benfield as they exit turn 2.
Yeah, you know, Aaron Roth he's had a pretty decent season, I do believe, here in this Super Speedway series. He seems to really come into his own on these Super Speedways and been running really, really well from what I can remember.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. He's had one hell of a season, and you know, I think personally that he is going to be a guy that we're going to have to watch for, you know, in one of these races, because I think he's going to sneak away with the victory.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I want to go back and look at some of the results, but I feel like he may have picked up a win this season. I don't know if it was in this series.
There it goes. Sorry. They were all able to gather it. Man, I thought Austin Sale was going to go for a ride there out of turn 2. I'm just going to go back into my little cubby hole as you were.
No, you're good. Like I said, I'm kind of going back through some results because I feel like I want to say that that Aaron Roth picked up. He did the second race of the season at Daytona in the Gen 4s.
Right.
He picked up a win.
He snuck away with that win.
Yeah, over Blake Viken.
Yes. Because now I remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have swore that he had picked up a win here this season, but I mean he's had a pretty solid season. I mean, let me see here. He picked up the one at Daytona in the Gen 4s. He finished second in Atlanta in the ARCA cars the following week.
Yeah.
Top 10 at Talladega. A second place at Daytona again in these next gens. A fifth place finish at Talladega in the SRX cars.
That was a fun race to watch.
A third place finish at Daytona in the trucks.
Oh, trouble! Big trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved. Aaron Roth is sitting backwards.
Right as I'm talking about what good of a season he's had. Going through his race results here, seeing what kind of a good season he's had, and
Daytona Cross
now
is...
he's...
Go ahead.
Crumpled up. Yeah, I was just going to say, now he's crumpled up. Yeah, Daytona Cross was like, he's got a blown motor from that wreck.
Yeah, he's got a blown motor. Truth Hoke in that 55 machine, he was involved. Robert Garcia, he's finally able to pull away. He does not look like he's got a blown motor. But let's go back here, take a look, and see what happened heading into turn number 1. And it looks like it started off with the 75 turning the 13 machine hard into the outside. Yep. So that's Robert Garcia.
Yeah, from what I could see, it looked like initially who am I thinking of here?
Oh, Truth Oak. Oh.
Let's say initially it looked like Daytona Cross may have given a little bit of a weebly wobbly bump to that 75 and got him loose and sent him down into the 13 or 14 there. Kind of looked like he seesawing the wheel just a little bit right there.
Yeah.
And I feel like I saw the 75 get a little loose to shoot down to that bottom side.
That's exactly what happened. Oh. Then you see the Daytona Cross just take up the entire track right there. The 57, he's around Truth Hoke and Daytona Cross come back across the track. Right in the path of Brett Bray. Man, a lot of good cars just taken out in this one.
A lot of fast repairs about to be used.
Yeah, I want to go back one last time. See if there was any damage given to that number 98. Because remember, the 98, he is your lucky dog. Oh, that might have taken it away right there.
I was just going to say, might have got a 1X right there for hitting the grass. And although I don't know if it would take it away for that or if it's contact only that would take it away. Yeah, we'll have to see.
That's a good question, but it actually did not pop up on my relative that he got a 1X for that.
He might have just cut it. Yeah, he might have just caught a break right there. But yeah, I'm not sure how that works though. I mean, I think it's only based off of contact. I don't think you would lose it for going off track like that to avoid, even if he did get a 1X. I think it's got to register as contact to take that away from you.
Yeah, Aaron Rock.
And race control is going to confirm that the penalty is going to go to the 7 of Daytona Cross. So it looks like, yeah, it was just a kind of a seesaw little bump there to the 75. They got the 75 loose.
Yep. You know, and I would imagine that if Andrew Teff did get the lucky dog, he would have gotten it this last time around. But it looks like he's just going to have to stay out and go around the pace car when... or the pace truck, I should say, when they come back across to get the one-to-go signal.
Yeah, I'm looking at my iRacing right now, and it's not showing Andrew being a lap down. It's showing him as the last car on the lead lap quite a ways away from everybody else. So I think he's going to get a wave around, and it's going to put him
so he's
back on the lead lap. So it must have taken it away from him. I don't know.
Well, he is getting the wave around right now. He will not be getting the lucky dog like I originally anticipated. But as of right now, we do got 2 cars down on pit road. Truth Hoke and that number 55 machine. His day might be done. And I'm also seeing Brett Bray in that number 6 machine. He's still got a meatball on his machine, so... Okay, so he's done... Oh, they had a tow. Didn't they? Truth Hoke jumped. Yeah. So, we're just waiting for Truth Hoke to finish up down here on pit road, and then he's going to be released. Unless if he's already used up his fast repair, but I'm not sure.
Nope. He's good as new.
There it goes. So he's going to get rolling, and Austin sailing the 300 machine and that low and slow barbecue out of Nashville, Tennessee. And then your Red Line Network driver, that number 311, not the 7, the 311 of Matt Metler to his outside. Troy Thomas in the 88. And the 08 of Steve Sizemore is going to be to his outside. And that'll make up your first 2 rows here on this third caution restart.
Yeah, we need to do something about these guys that are running paint schemes that don't have their actual card number on them. It makes it confusing.
It really does, and I will once again reach out to Andrew. Andrew, if you're watching, hint, hint.
I think there's at least 2 cars in this race there that don't have the right numbers on
Yep.
there.
All right, guys, and we are back. Green Flag Racing here at Talladega Superspeedway. Austin Sale, Matt Mettler, Troy Thomas, Steve Sizemore, they will get out to an early lead. Sale, he's going to quickly pick up Matt Mettler, and that's going to leave Sizemore hanging out to his lonesome self on the outside, and no one's giving him room to come back down, so he's got to wait for the backup behind him to get behind him. So Steve Sizemore, he's going to drop curtly to that 4th spot. But as of right now, he's actually holding pretty strong by himself on that outside.
Yeah, kind of using that side draft, keep himself kind of close there. I mean, you got Dennis Kane, Terry Fennell, Brandon Puffenbarger coming up. Looks like Troy Thomas is going to jump to that outside, so the outside line is going to start forming here and start moving here. Looks like Troy Thomas might be fighting for the lead here. He is going to lead this lap.
And I am looking, the number 100 and the number 13, they both have a black flag, and I'm assuming that's for a restart violation.
Yeah, I heard race control come over and say something. I'm assuming it's for changing lanes before the start-finish line.
Yes.
Potentially.
And, you know, while these guys are making their way up here through turns 3 and 4, let's go ahead and go back here, take a look at this restart. And let's see. So the 100 is right there.
I feel like he moved up because there was a little bit of a checkup.
Yeah.
But, I mean, technically it was before the start-finish line.
Yep. And the 13 there as well, he also moved up as well for the checkup. So, but they're down pit road now to do their drive-thrus. And Troy Thomas and Steve Sizemore duking it out for the race lead.
Yeah, Troy's got Dennis Kane right there behind him and one of his teammates in Terry Fennell back there behind Dennis. See if Troy can make this outside do something here. Picked up the lap, or led that last lap, and then it kind of fell back, and Steve Sizemore is going to pick up this one, but Troy's going to be holding strong there on the outside.
Yeah,
and then look who's behind Terry Fennell already. 98, Andrew Teft.
Yeah, that doesn't take long. Okay, look. It doesn't take long for Andrew Teft to go from the back of the field to the front, so this is no surprise.
I just got to be a little careful, though. I mean, he gets caught up on one more thing. His night's going to come to an end early.
That is true.
Used up that fast repair after that heavy contact.
As they will make their way into the tribal for the 41st time, as they will come to the start-finish line to start lap number 43 of today's event. Right now, Steve Sizemore is out front. He is leading Austin Sale, Brandon Zimmerman, Kirby Waitscott, and Richie Joplin.
Yeah, that top line fizzled off as soon as Matt Mettler jumped up there to the outside.
Yep. And that's going to open it up for Richie Joplin and Andrew Teft to jump up to that outside lane. So you now have the 98s and the 89. They're bump drafting down here on the front straightaway, and we've got one car trying to make it work on the outside.
Yeah, Troy Thomas jumping up into that third lane. Got Dennis Kane, Terry Fennell, and Jonathan Stidham going with him. I know I heard Matt come over the comms here and say something about he thought maybe he either has a little bit of tire damage or some worn tire, something which would kind of explain why he would be a little bit slower there leading the pack. So,
Yeah. Absolutely, as the field is catching up to that number 100 of Marcus McCord.
hopefully he can hold his line steady on that outside.
Yeah. Here they come.
Seen that 100 car have a
Whee!
little bit of a handling problem, but looks like everybody's going to get by clear and continue moving on.
All right, so the field has cleared the number 100, and looks like the next up on the chopping block is going to be Trevor Fettig in that number 711 machine, and he is roughly a half a lap behind him, so
See Richie Joplin, Andrew Teft, Ryan Warp, Matt Mettler still trying to make something happen there on the outside. Dennis Kane still sticking up there. Obviously, Kinsley Smith jumping up in front of Dennis.
oh yeah.
They're trying to make something happen on that outside. You can kind of see that line come and go pretty much all race long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to get that outside lane moving, but, you know, once you get the right group of guys up there, it runs like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been noticing that some of these plate tracks that the outside lane that really was the more predominant line has kind of faded just a little bit. It's just kind of been a little bit more difficult. You really got to be in a uniform, solid, line, and
Yeah.
the bobbing and weaving really is kind of hurting that outside lane more than it helps them.
Yeah, definitely. As you see that outside lane dissipating really quick, as Richie Joplin is falling back to that 8th spot at the moment. And now here comes that outside lane with Andrew Teft and Matt Mettler trying to make it work. And they've got that number 15 machine, Kinsley Smith, right behind them as well. Andrew Teft, Matt Mettler, Kinsley Smith hanging strong around that outside. They're probably going to be able to get around Joplin here in the middle of turns 3 and 4, but they kind of died out there. And so they're going to have to regroup and try again here as they exit turn number 4.
Yeah, it taken them quite a while to get around. I mean, I know Ryan Warp there just jumped down to the inside. It took them quite a while to be able to. I mean, it took basically Richie Joplin to be the only car left there in the middle for them to be able to clear him.
Yeah. And now it looks like everybody's going to put themselves in a holding pattern as they got a group of 4 cars directly in front of them.
Yeah, those 4 cars better get themselves situated and figure something out here rather quickly, because this pack is going to catch them pretty quick.
Yeah, it looks like in this pack it's going to be Trevor Fettig. Who else is with him? So
Joe Bonner.
Yeah, Joe Bonner's there. Daytona, Robert Garcia.
Yep. Looks like they finally got themselves single filed out, so that way there, at least when the pack gets to them, they'll be able to stick to just one lane.
Now here they come around this pack, and we're gonna start putting more cars some laps down here. Now, it would be smart of these lap down cars to really stay connected here and try to drop down in line with the rest of this pack. Because,
Yeah.
you know, the more spread out they are, the slower they're going to be. But if they keep themselves tight, they're going to go faster, and that means they're going to be able to stay up to speed with this inner lane here, uh, you know, as this race goes on.
Yeah, they need to, basically, they need, like, once they get cleared here, they need to jump down the bottom real quick and make sure that they pick up the draft here so they can stay with these guys.
Yeah. Alright, guys, we are coming to 25 laps to go this next time by. Andrew Teft in that number 98, currently sitting in that 7th spot. He desperately needs a caution because he's coming up on just about 25 laps since he last pitted, and he doesn't have anybody to come down to pits with.
Yeah, he's about 12 to 13 laps off cycle from everybody else here. Yeah, definitely going to need a caution so you can come in with the pack and have some kind of help.
Yeah, definitely, and I am looking through the entire field. Everybody else came in. Oh, there's that
got
caution.
The caution.
There's
like Brandon
that.
Puffenbarger. Like Brandon Puffenbarger in the 5. Not sure what happened, but I don't know if he got turned or.
Well, 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 how the tables turned. Let's go.
How the turns have tabled.
Yeah, how the tables have... Yeah, wait. Now I'm confused. Let's take a look here and see what happened. Oh, Joe. And Joe Bonner turned the 5 here on the front straightaway. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the 11 second for a cause. Is that about right?
It might be. Let me look.
Oh, no, he only got an EOL, so... So, no, this is his first for cause.
First for cause. Okay.
Yeah. So, for those that are new to Racers Elite, we do have, you know, for cause, for incidents. Your first incident that you cause, it is only an EOL. Shame on you, don't do it again. Your second one will be a drive-through. That's when we're really smacking your wrist. Don't do it again. And if you get it a third time, you will be out of here. You will be disqualified from the event. So you don't want to have 3 crashes in one race because that just doesn't look good on you either. So that's why I was questioning it. But it's just the 11's first for cause. And we are anticipating the entire field to come down pit road. Alrighty, here they come, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I tell you what, man. Some of the things that go on here at Racers Elite just make me chuckle.
Oh no.
I love it. I love it.
Do I even want to know what was said on the radio?
Well, it looks like, unfortunately, Daytona Cross has been disqualified from the event.
Oh,
And from what I understand, I don't know if he had connection problems or some PC issues and got booted, came back, lost a bunch of laps, and was asking if he could get the laps back.
what?
And then everybody was giving him grief about it, and all I heard was Andrew told him to go to bed. I didn't hear what he said, but the next thing I saw was Daytona was removed from the race.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, in what league are you gonna get your laps back because you get booted out of the server because of PC issues? I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just funny.
Oh
I
man.
love some of the things. I just love some of the things that happen here at Races
Okay,
Elite.
look,
It makes for a
look.
very entertaining day.
16 years on the service. And I have only ever got my laps back once because of internet issues. And that was because I was my own personal league. So, I mean,
Oh man, that's what keeps Races Elite interesting.
okay, to be fair, you know, we only had like 12 racers week in, week out. And I wasn't the only one who got dropped. So, I had like 3 guys that dropped out for whatever. When we all got back in, I threw the caution for everybody. We got our laps back, and then we went back racing.
Yeah. I mean, when it's just a, if it's just a like a for fun type of a league, stuff like that can happen.
Yes.
But here
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Races
yeah.
Elite, I mean, here at Races Elite, man, I mean, this is a little more serious. I mean, you can't be asking to get free laps back just because you had a PC issue or internet problems or
Right. That unfortunately, some leagues, yeah, if it's for fun, sure, why not? But
yeah. I mean, I used to do the same thing in my league. I mean,
yeah,
I ran a league like that. It was just a for fun league, a truck series league, and yeah. I mean, when you don't have many drivers, I mean, and you're just out there for fun. You get a caution, something like that. Give everybody a lap back, put everybody back on the lead lap, and just go out and have fun. I mean,
right,
but when you're running for, you know, a points championship, if you have a point system, there ain't a league out there that has a point system that's going to just give you free laps back.
right. Agreed. All right, let's get our focus back, ladies and gentlemen. They're coming out of turn number 4. Steve Sizemore, Kirby Wainscott, Austin Sale, Brandon Zimmerman, Aaron Roth, and Kensley Smith will round out your top 6 on this restart. So that's going to be your front 3 rows. And ladies and gentlemen, we have just, looking at it here, just about 20 laps to go. When we go back green flag racing, I think it's like 51 or 52 laps. No, 21, 22 laps. So 21 to go.
It'd be 21 to go here once they cross the line.
And that inside lane did not get moving as I saw a big checkup. And Steve Sizemore got out to a really, really big lead here heading into turn 1.
Yeah, it jumped out to a huge lead, so he jumped up there to this top side and then able to work his way back down to the bottom so he doesn't get freight trained.
Oh, we're looking to go for it. Wide. There they go.
Dennis King getting looked like a bad push. Got down into the 01 of Sean Dunaway. Collected Matt Metler, Ryan Warp, Robert Garcia.
Oh, man.
Ricky Joplin.
Yeah. A lot of drivers involved in this one here. All right, so it's looked like it started coming out of turn 2. We got Dennis Kane in that number 4 machine. And they're looking to go 4 wide here. and it looks like Dennis Kane, he went up, and that just opened it up just enough for Matt Metler to get underneath of him. That's what it looked like. Oh, no, that wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Matt Metley. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just seeing too. It was, looked like Dennis was like washing up just a little bit there, leaving enough of a hole for Metler to get to the inside, and then you know what happens when that usually happens. It doesn't end good, and it didn't end good there.
Yeah, for sure. And let me try to find a good view here. I think my blimp might be my better option for this one. All right. So where's the 4? Yeah, see, the 4
I mean,
just goes up just enough, and then the 7 gets bumped from the 89, and you're just.
yeah, I mean Joplin was pretty locked to the back bumper of Metler right there, and
Yeah.
Metler only had two choices: run over the 4 car or try to take a shot at that hole, and kind of decided to take both choices right there.
Take both choices.
he took the hole, but he didn't take the hole enough, and it still caught the left corner of the 4 car there.
Yeah. And let's say it one more time, full speed here. Yeah, see,
like
he kind of just got shoved into it. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like that. You know, the old high school test. You know, A, shoot the gap. B, run through the 4 car. C, all of the above.
Yeah.
And that was an all of the above.
Where's my D option? Yeah, unfortunately, that's definitely one of those.
Yeah,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see how race control calls that, but I would say that that's just a racing deal. We got somebody backwards there on pit road. Is that Marcus McCord in 100? Yeah.
Yep. Causing trouble on track and in the pits. How about no? I'm sorry, that was horrible of me. Alright.
As long as he's not on fire.
Marcus, let's go back, see what happened. Why? Or how did you get turned down here into pits? We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Whee! Hey, your guys are all speeding on pit road. Matt Metler, he got hit with the EOL for this incident.
Wow.
All right, so McCord's coming down into the pits. He misses his pit stop.
Yep.
Well, Richie, I hope you had a fast repair on that one. Which he did, and he had to use. He was probably going to come in and use it anyway, so why not?
Yeah, that's true. He suffered damage in that caution there, so couldn't hurt him any more than he already was hurt.
Yeah. Man, tough call there for race control once again.
Yeah, and ironically enough, the last caution that we had, right, I think it was Joe Bonner, where we were talking about, you know, his first at fault, but race control deemed that a racing incident, so he didn't even get an at fault for that one.
Yeah. All right.
I feel like I would have probably called this one the same way. It's kind of a racing deal there.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Kensley Smith. So if I'm not mistaken, this might be your actual point standings. Kensley Smith out front.
It looks, yeah, I would say it looks about right. He has had, yeah, he did have over a 20-point lead, which locked it up. Even though it says it's a truck series at the top, I think that, yeah, that's got to be pretty close.
Yeah, so
I believe that is correct.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we got 9 winners on the board here. So Kensley Smith with 3 wins, Andrew Tuck with 1, Kirby Wainscott is locking out the season with 2 wins, Jonathan Stidham with 1 win, Aaron Roth with a win, and Stephen Luttrell, who we actually haven't seen in quite some time now. He has 1 win on the season as well, and Kensley Smith is, he's still rocking hard and looks like he's going to come out on top with the season championship this season. So, congratulations to Kensley Smith in that number 15 machine and for Driving Extreme Inc. And Andrew Teff just missing out on his second championship of the season, I think. Wait, who got the champion?
Third, I believe. Andrew Teff won for the Gen 4 Cup Series, and I think he also picked up the championship for the Xfinity.
Yes.
Yeah, so Andrew's 2-time, was looking for 3, but Kensley stood in the way.
Yep, Kensley stood in the way here in the Friday Full Send Super Speedway Series. And a big, huge congratulations to that 0-1 machine as well. To Sean Dunaway, he clinched the Truck Series Championship back on Tuesday. And Andrew Teft, he's going to be running all 4 next season. So you guys watch out. Andrew Teft is coming back full force.
Yeah, he was telling me earlier that you fired him from the booth on Tuesday nights. So
I did. And you know what? I would do it all over again. And we are green flag here. 17 laps to go here today at Talladega as these drivers are climbing up back into the high banks here. Black flag to Steve Sizemore, your race leader, for changing lanes before the start finish line.
Yeah, tough break for him.
We're going to go back and take a look at that restart here real quick. Remember, the rule is you cannot change lanes before the start finish line. He gets off and he moves up to the middle lane well before the start finish line.
Well before the start finish line. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Man, tough break for him. He was having a really good day. He was out front for most of this race, and one mistake is all it takes. And unfortunately for the 08, that was right there.
Yep, but that just benefited, well, none other than Andrew Teft in that 98 machine. As you see, Kensley Smith coming to take over the race lead now on the back straightaway.
Yeah, trying to make something happen there on the top side. Got Jonathan Stidham in the 42 right there behind him. Going to try to push him up there. I just haven't seen enough out of this top side yet tonight to feel confident in going up there, really.
Yeah, for sure. As that top side is still holding strong so far. Now, you do got more cars right now on that high side than you do on the inside here, so it may work in their favor on the outside, but they've got to definitely get more nose to tail for that to happen. And right now you got that 57 machine of Roth jumping up in front of Smith as they will drag race down the back straightaway 2 wide.
Yeah, bold move by Aaron Roth, jumping right up there in front of Kensley.
Yeah.
They're starting to make a little bit of headway there on that top side.
Yep. The 42 there, he had to back off before he blew up. Now Kensley Smith, he's all over the back bumper of that 57 of Aaron Roth, so he's going to need to back up here in probably about a half a lap or so before he blows it. Man, let me tell you what, though. Kensley Smith, he knows how to run these restrictor plate races, and he's had a phenomenal season all season long.
Yeah, I think, for that outside line, I think having Kensley the second in line right there is going to benefit them. Kensley's a hell of a pusher around here. I think he's better off as a pusher up until that white flag lap than he is being pushed, but...
Yeah, I definitely could not agree more.
So once again, I mean, they're just falling back just a little bit there.
Kensley, he's just he's so good at these super speedways, and man, I don't even know what to say about him.
Yeah, I mean he's always good. I mean, it doesn't matter what car, what track. We come to either Daytona, Talladega. I mean, he's always going to be a contender.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta may be a little bit more of a crapshoot, as it's not in my mind, even though it's still the the super speedway draft package type of track. I don't really consider that being a super
no,
speedway. But when it comes to Daytona, Talladega, that 15 car is always going to be a threat. And now he's going to get left hung out to dry there a little bit by the 57 and the 42 as
yeah.
they shoot to the bottom.
And now here comes that 7-Eleven machine of Trevor Fetzig. That's somebody that we don't talk about often here in these races, is Trevor Fetzig in that 7-Eleven machine.
Yeah, keeping himself in the fight here so far all night, and finds himself running up inside the top 10 right now.
Yeah, definitely a really good run now for Trevor Fetzig. I was looking over, the stats on the season, and it was briefly shown when I had the standings up. There has only been one driver to finish in top 5 all season except for one race. And that was Kensley Smith in that number 15.
Yeah, as I say, consistency is key, and when you can do it at super speedways and nothing but super speedways like this series right here,
yeah,
it's pretty solid effort.
Definitely. And I would love to have my hand at this Friday night super speedway racing and see what I can do with them, because I'm pretty good at these super speedways myself.
I've kind of been hemming and hawing. I mean, I'm registered for the Wednesday night super late model series for next season, but I don't think I'm going to actually be able to run that. So I might be messaging Andrew and seeing if I can switch my registration over to run this. And now
Richie Joplin in the wall, the 100 of McCord. Dennis Kane involved again as well back here.
I think that's like the third incident tonight I've seen that 100 car in.
Yeah. Oh, and I think Brandon Puffenbarger might have been involved in this one here as well. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Again, I might need to go to the blimp on this one. Alright, let's see what happened down the back straightaway. So check up there. Check up there. He didn't check up. He probably hit hard on the brake.
Yeah, I would say I think he probably got on the brakes right there, and that kind of sent him to the inside. And
yeah,
I'll say that 100 car has not been stable all race long, and now we're seeing that he has been disqualified from the event.
Yep. 3, 2, 1 break. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Man, tough break, and you hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, but I mean, there's some nights where it's just not your night, and tonight was not the night for the 100 car.
Yeah. So definitely a tough break there for Marcus. Richie Joplin down here on pit road. My heart breaks for him because I believe he used up his fast repair already.
Yeah, he involved in that one big one big wreck earlier, I think, that was also involving that 100 car and
Yeah.
used his fast repair. That was the one, yeah, because he got caught in that big wreck, and then he hit the 100 on pit road when the 100 missed his pit box.
Right.
So he used his fast repair. I believe it was on that last caution, or the caution before.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that's probably going to end it for Richie, because that's going to be at least 6.5 minutes minimum.
Yeah, I mean that's bare minimum, I think.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a good shot here of. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get a good picture here, but yeah, his car is pretty beat up, unfortunately.
Yeah, kind of a rough night here for the Races Elite Super Speedway Series. Usually we see these races be pretty clean, but
Yeah.
tonight I think we're working our sixth caution here tonight, so
Yep, so far, yeah.
a little bit of a rougher race here tonight for these guys.
Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, though, I mean, it's pretty tame. You know, all season it's been pretty tame, so.
Yeah, so they're due. They're due for a
Yeah.
night like this.
Yeah. The whole entire season across all 4 or 5 series that we run, it's been pretty tame. Like I think our truck series, I think total we had 20 cautions, 21 cautions for the whole season, I feel like.
Yeah, and the truck series is the absolute fullest series that we have here at Races Elite. I mean, it's already, that series is already full for next season. So it's obviously the most popular series here at Races Elite, and yeah, I mean it's like I said, for the most part, it's fairly clean racing here, but every now and again you get these races that turn a little chaotic, but
yeah, for sure. Jumping back here to chat real quick. Hello, Laurie Teft. Hello, Admin Box. How you guys doing? You guys go check out Admin Box. For all your button box needs for your sim racing rigs that you could actually use for your flight simulators, as for your farming simulators, etc. Admin Box, definitely get one from them. They make amazing boxes. And Richie Joplin, well, didn't make it to the end. Unfortunately, no, you did not drop. And man, that's just a really, tough break for you, buddy. I hate to see it for sure. Let me see. Because now I'm curious. Which is never a good thing. Because when I start to become curious, things don't go well. Alright. Cautions. 1, 2. So 12 was our highest at Las Vegas. So no more than like 30 cautions total.
yeah, that's a pretty solid season across how many different series.
No, this was just for the Tuesday trucks.
Oh, okay.
Which, again, it's not bad at all.
Still, yeah, not bad at all.
For
all things considered.
Yeah. But we are Green Flag Racing once again here at Talladega Superspeedway. Hopefully for the final time as they come across for 6 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Things are about to get intense. Aaron Roth in that 57 machine out front. Jonathan Stidham. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I tell you what, that 57 car had one heck of a restart from that outside lane. Got right by Jonathan Stidham on that bottom side.
Yeah, for sure. As they continue to make their way down this back straightaway. Aaron Roth getting a really good push there out of that number 42 machine of John Stidham. Austin Sale in that 300 machine right behind them. And Kirby Wainscott in that number 10 machine. He's up there in that 4th spot.
I see that second lane trying to form and a third lane. Brandon Zimmerman there in the middle lane being pushed by Kensley Smith in the 15. Like Andrew Teft there on the way outside with Trevor Fettig maybe, yeah, and Ryan Warp trying to make a third lane work.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to make it work as they come down the back straightaway here. 5 laps to go. Aaron Roth out front. And here they come, heading here into turns 3 and 4. Beautiful shot. Alrighty, our eyes and attention is coming up here on this front pack here as they make their way down the front straightaway here. 4 laps to go this time by. Now, the question is, whose race is it to win? Whose race is it to lose? And right now, Aaron Roth has it in his hands, but 2.66 miles is a very long way on that final lap.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you ask whose race is it to win and whose race is it to lose, my answer to that is yes.
Exactly.
I mean, anybody right here, say anybody in this pack right now, still 4 laps to go, coming to 3 to go. Anybody in this group could win this race still.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got Matt Mettler now pushing that number 300 machine, but he's having connectivity issues, so he might be getting ditched out to his to be by himself if he's not careful here, as he once again fades in and out. As we have the 6.
Brett Bray.
Brett Bray
hard into the inside wall.
Yep, Brett Bray hard into the inside wall. That will not bring out a caution, as the field will continue through turns 1 and 2. Oh, there's the caution.
And now the caution. He couldn't get off the track in time, and a lap car was coming by him. That's what brought the caution flag out.
Oh, really?
Yep. He couldn't get off. He couldn't tow. I don't know if he was sitting there trying to tow or if he was trying to get going, but as soon as a lap car came up on him, that's when the caution flag came out.
Matt Mettler came down into the 6. He either came down into the 6 or he got turned into the 6. I'm very unsure because he did blink out. But yeah, I mean, he's not on the racing line.
Not on the racing surface, but right there, we saw that car. Not sure who that lap car was. We saw him go by, and then as soon as he got to him is when the caution flag came out.
Tough break, because that means we're going to line these guys up and we're going to go into Racer Elite overtime.
You know, you come into these super speedways, man, can only end one way, and that's a green-white-checkered.
Absolutely. And you know, I think we had probably about half the races this season end under green-white-checkered. So this is something that all these drivers should have anticipated, but I don't think should have happened.
Let's say super speedway racing. I mean, it is always a possibility that we're going to get a green-white-checkered.
Now the question I ask is, who will have enough fuel to get to the end? I'm just kidding. I think everybody can make it just fine. They all came back down on lap 42 or lap 52, so just about 27, 28 laps to the finish there, and these guys can go maybe 33 laps?
Yeah, I want to say 33, 35-ish. I mean, they're right now the top 6 are currently working 22 laps since their last pit stop, so they should definitely be all right.
Austin Sale in the 300. He's gonna get the penalty for this one. Really? Just because I'm nosy. Oh yeah, this was back when Brett Bray crashed.
Well, that was when the caution came out. Yep. So let's go back
Yes,
a little bit further.
A little bit further back. And Austin Sale. Again, I'm gonna have to go up into my blimp view. Stop.
Wait a minute. The 300 was leading the line. Did he get a bump?
All right, let's come back here. Take a look high from the sky. All right, so 300. Oh.
Yeah, it looked like he got a bump from the 7 that shot him down there. Not really sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to tell from that view if he got a bump or not. I mean, Mettler was blinking, but
Yeah.
a lot of tough calls here tonight, man.
Yeah.
Usually the culprit is a lot more obvious than what they have been tonight.
Yes. Chantel Pottle, I give you major props because some of these calls, I don't know how you do them. But with that,
I mean, at least not as quickly as she does. I mean, I would have been watching it from about 15 different angles and
right. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to line them up here once again on the front straightaway. Aaron Roth, Jonathan Stidham, Kirby Wainscott, Terry Fennell, Brandon Zimmerman, and Kensley Smith is going to be your top 6 when we go back green flag racing here.
Say we haven't talked about that. Say I haven't talked about that 50 car Terry Fennell much tonight, other than that little bit of trouble he got into right at the start of the race, but getting his laps back and now finds himself running up there in P4.
Yeah,
having a heck of a rebound here tonight, Terry. Good for you, my friend.
Heck yeah, this is definitely going to be one interesting interview when we get to talk to him later.
Yeah, see if he can pull this thing off. I mean, still got some work to do, but see if he can bring it home at least on the podium, if not bring home a W here for Misfits Racing.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a hot second since we've had Misfits in victory lane, so they're probably long overdue.
I was say, let alone it be Terry. I mean,
yeah.
No disrespect to Terry, but usually Terry, he's kind of one of the ones that you see kind of in the middle of the pack or towards the back of the pack, struggles a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I was in the voice chat with him before the race started, and we always like to pick on Terry just a little bit, but yeah, I mean, great rebound for him, and see if he can finish this thing strong, man.
Heck yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Terry seems to always get caught up in crap that's not his fault.
Exactly. Yeah, he's kind of got one of those, like lucks that just, if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all. But hopefully he can break that here tonight and, as I said, if not bring home the win, at least bring home a podium so we get a chance to talk to him for a change.
Yeah, for sure. And pace truck is off. Hopefully for the final time, we're going to go back green flag racing here at Talladega Superspeedway. Aaron Roth, Jonathan Stidham into the United Rental Restart Zone, and we are green flag racing. 2 laps to go. Green-White-Checkered. What a good start there for Aaron Roth. He gets out to a really good jump, and here comes Kirby Wainscott now, getting to the back bumper of Aaron Roth. Fennell, he is all over the back bumper of that number 42 as they are still gaining speed here up in turns 3 and 4. but that outside lane is absolutely stalling.
Yeah, I got guys jumping up there, trying to make a third lane work, and it's stalling that middle lane out right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good here for that middle lane as Kirby Wainscott has pushed himself up here into the second spot. Brandon Zimmerman in the 65, he's come up into the third spot. And your Tuesday truck champion of of Sean Dunaway in that 0-1, he's now up here in the top 4. White flag is in the air. This is the final lap of the season. Who will bring it home? Aaron Roth in that number 57 looking for his second win of the season. Kirby Wainscott looking for his third win of the season.
Now, he's got 2, so looking for 3, yeah.
So he's got looking for his third race win of the season. Oh, trouble in the back. But we're going to stay green flag racing. Hard impacts to that inside walls. Now, Aaron Roth trying to hold off this hard charging the 10 machine of Kirby Wainscott. Wainscott, he's backed off a little bit. Oh, the 42 gets sideways. They're wrecking behind him. Now, 3, 4, 5 cars left here. Ladies and gentlemen, on his second win of the season, it's going to be Aaron Roth in that number 57 machine, followed by the number 10 of Kirby Wainscott, the 0-1, Sean Dunaway. Kensley Smith, your seasoned champion, will bring it home 7th. And in front of him, Andrew Teff, Terry Fennell will bring it home 5th. Good rebound day for Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. Good solid run. Good rebound day for Terry Fennell, coming home in the top 5. Kensley Smith coming home 7th, going to bring home that championship. So congratulations to him. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk with him once again here before we head out for the evening. But congratulations to Aaron Roth picking up that second win of the season. Kirby Wainscott, Sean Dunaway rounding out the podium.
Yeah, definitely what a way to finish out the season for these drivers here. Aaron Roth looks like he's getting a little bit of a push here from Stidham here in that 42 machine. I wonder if Aaron's running out of fuel here on the front straightaway.
Either that or looks like John is one of his teammates down there, so maybe just a congratulatory push there. And see if he's got any gas left. He's got gas left, man. He's burning it down.
Your race winner out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Aaron Roth, driver of that Max Velocity number 57 machine. He is burning it down with your season champion, the driver of that Napa Auto Parts number 15 Chevrolet, Kensley Smith out of Tarboro, North Carolina. There's Stidham. He's out there having a time of his life. While these guys are finishing up their burnouts here, let's go ahead and take a look at your race results. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner today, it's going to be Aaron Roth in that number 57 machine, followed by Kirby Wainscott in that 10, and Sean Dunaway in that 01 Hello Kitty machine will bring it home 3rd. 4th will go to Brandon Zimmerman. Terry Fennell will bring it home 5th. Andrew Teff 6th. Your season champion, Kensley Smith, will bring it home 7th. Austin Sale, Patrick Millett, and Jonathan Stidham will round out your top 10. 11th will go to Trevor Fetzig, Troy Thomas, Truth Hope, Ryan Warp, Matt Miller will round out your top 15. Stoney Benfield, Brandon Puffenbarger, Dennis Kane, Robert Garcia, Joe Bonner will round out your top 20 for the day. And to round out your field, it's going to be Brett Bray, Richie Joplin, Steve Sizemore, Daytona Cross, and running out to the field is going to be that number 25 of Marcus McCord. Your hard charger on the day will go to that number 50 Grizzly machine of Terry Fennell, Your most laps led is Steve Sizemore at 25 laps. Your fastest lap, I believe, will be going to Aaron Roth. And your pole sitter for today was Steve Sizemore. We did run a little bit over from our 75 lap distance to 78. So we did run for a total of 207 miles. We had 7 cautions for 21 laps, and we had 11 different lead changes. Wow, what a race, what a day. And I say, let's find out if we've got drivers ready to have a little chit chat with us. And hopefully we can also get our...
It looks like our race winner and third place plus our season champion are waiting for us. I don't see Kirby in here anywhere yet, finishing P2, but yeah, we got a couple guys wanting to talk to us.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull up our third place winner. And that's going to be Sean Dunaway in that 0-1 Hello Kitty Chevrolet. Sean, it's Mike and Russ up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
I got you.
Sean, man, what an incredible day for you. Come up 13 spots after starting back in P16, I believe it was. Talk us through your day and what did it take for you to get up here to the third spot?
Yeah, man, that was an interesting race. Definitely a lot of movement throughout the whole race there. Yeah, I didn't expect so much movement, through at least the first half of the race, but that was definitely happening. Avoided most of the wrecks until I got hooked at one point, but luckily only had about 18 seconds of damage to fix. Got that all patched up, and then just stayed out of trouble really until the end there. Almost got into the big one on that last going into the tri-oval, but luckily kept the car straight, and that's really what it did it for me there to get that P3 right there. Just stayed out of trouble, and yeah, found the right people at the right time, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. So very interesting week for you with all these championships playing out. The championship for this series didn't quite play into your hands this season. What's it going to take for you next season to take over the seat from Kensley Smith?
Yeah, I'll definitely show up. Yeah, can't always commit to Friday nights, so that's probably step number 1 for sure. But yeah, I'm not a super... I'm pretty consistent when it comes to racing and everything. Superspeedways just aren't my cup of tea just because they don't stay so consistent with me. But yeah, finding that consistency around here, tough to find sometimes, but yeah, that's what it would take right there.
Gotcha. Russ, do you have any questions for Sean Dunaway?
Oh man, just solid run for you most of the night. I mean, kind of mired back there, kind of mid-pack for most of the race, but got yourself up front there in the later stages of the race when it mattered most, and brought home a solid top 3 finish. So congrats on that. And I didn't get a chance to say anything yet, but congrats on your back-to-back truck championships this season too on Tuesday nights, and hope see what you got for going 3 in a row next season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, Sean, and do you have anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to before we send you off today?
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to thank my wife, my mom and stepdad for always watching, my cats for always trying to ruin my race here. Just got one on my lap right now. Luckily, he stayed off my lap this whole race, and now that we're done, he's like, "Hey, love me." So
absolutely,
we're just hanging out now.
Definitely. Well, Sean, congratulations, buddy, on your third place, and we'll see you Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, see you then.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, driver of that 0-1 Hello Kitty Chevrolet, it's going to be Sean Dunaway. Let's go ahead and bring up your race winner, driver of that number 57 machine, the one, the only Aaron Roth. Aaron, it's Mike and Russ up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Aaron, man, what a season for you. And you struggled just a little bit the last couple of races. Then you decide, well, let's go ahead and end out the season with a race win. Congratulations on your win here today. And man, what was it like that final 2 laps trying to hold and defend that field?
Well, I had to use my fast repair earlier, and I said I was going to hang out and back, but somehow I just found my way to the front there, and then it's like, okay, I guess we're just going to go. And then thought I was a sitting duck, but it worked out. I don't like to be the lead car coming to the end.
Yeah, definitely understandable there for sure. But you were able to hold everybody up. Talk us through your season. You come out of the season 2 wins. I believe this. Let me see if I got the updated season standings here.
I say this win is going to bump him to 6 in the point. He'll jump 3 spots and finish 6 in the points.
Yeah, see, I missed a race going to Kansas Speedway, so that really hurt.
Yeah.
Because I was 3rd in points, and then we went to Kansas, and I missed a race and dropped back, and I couldn't make it up. So.
Yeah, that's...
Next season, we'll run them all.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, just big, huge congratulations, and we look forward to seeing what you can do next season. Russ, do you got anything for your race winner here today?
Nah, just a solid run. And, we were talking about you a little bit earlier, how, it just seems like the super speedways kind of really suit you. I mean, I was going back during the broadcast and looking at some of your race results. I mean, you've got, like I said, 2 wins. You've got, multiple top 5s, and this being a little bit of a shorter series than some of the other series that we run here, overall, you had a really solid season. I think you maybe had one race that, finishing outside the top, maybe 15 or so, but other than that, just a really solid finish for you all season long. Congrats on the win here tonight, and, hopefully you come back and do something with old Kensley next season.
Oh yeah, we're gonna come back and we'll give the 15 a run. And I wanna give a shout out to Stidham. He helped me a lot in this race. We were with Stidham and Bonner and Millette today. So, and those the other 2 were, I think Millette went some laps down, and Bonner, he was kind of mid pack. He couldn't quite get up there, but Stidham, he helped me get up to the front too. So
yeah, for sure. And well, you took the words out of my mouth. About anybody else that you want to thank before we let you go?
Just you guys and Andrew, and that's about it for today.
Alrighty, well, Aaron, congratulations on your race win here at Talladega Superspeedway, and we'll see you next season when we head back, I believe, to start up over in Daytona, I believe.
Okay. Alrighty, we'll see you then.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner today, Aaron Roth, driver of that number 57 machine. Now, let's bring up your champion driver of that number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, the one, the only, Kensley Smith. Kensley, it's Mike and Russ up at the booth. Do you got a copy, sir? Kensley, what a season for you. What a way to finish off the season, coming home 7th. You could have had a little bit better luck, but something happened there on the last couple of laps. But at the end of the day, you crossed the start-finish line as your Super Speedway champion. How are you feeling, and what's going through your mind right now?
Just thinking about how this is kind of full circle moments when it comes to these Super Speedway races. I remember being a kid going to Daytona for every race with my dad. Yeah, it's just kind of full circle moment, like just being there with my dad. he's the one who got me into NASCAR and Michael Waltrip and everything. So yeah, tomorrow being 7 years without him, kind of gives a little light onto tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, as you said, you did lose your dad, and he is on your hood for today. And I was talking to Russ earlier in the day, like, just how time is supposed to heal, but sometimes it doesn't fully heal. But when you get to honor him the way you got to honor him today, by bringing home this championship and running him on your hood, it's just a crazy, fantastic, beautiful day. There it is right there. Thank you for adjusting your car. In loving memory of Big Ken. It's just, and what a way to go out with a bang.
I was just gonna say.
I had just enough to spin it around.
There you go, man. Just Kensley, man. A lot of emotions. You got your championship. You're going to come back next season and you're going to be swinging even harder. What's it going to take for you to go back to back?
More wins. I had the top 5s and the top 10s, so next season I'll just be looking for more wins. Just pushing harder and just keeping myself at the front like I always do. And I usually make smart moves, so just keep making the smart moves and just try and stay away from the dumb moves from other people.
Yeah, I definitely get that. Russ, before we let our season champion go, do you have any further questions?
Nah, man, I just, you had mentioned it. I'm looking at the stats here. Out of the 10 starts this season, 3 wins, 8 top 5s, 9 top 10s. I mean, nobody else in this series as consistent as what you were this year, my friend. And, that's well-deserved championship. And look forward to seeing you come back out here next year and try to defend it. And I was telling Mike earlier, I said, I'm registered for the Wednesday night super late model series, but I said, I can't commit like I thought I was going to be able to, because I have another series I'm running in on Wednesday nights, and I think I'm going to see if Andrew will switch my registration over here and to the Friday night Superspeedway series, since that's going to come back, because the other idea fell through. So I'm going to come out there and run with you and give you a little bit of more guff than what I do on the broadcast. How's that sound?
I think I get to repay you for all the times you've made me wreck for picking me.
I think shots have been fired over season 6.
Well,
yeah, I just say I know. Yeah, I know I can't make every race. I got a couple other commitments. I was looking at the schedule tonight, and I know there's at least 2 weeks that I'm not going to be able to make it, but I can make it a lot more often than I can on Wednesday nights, just because of the other series I'm running. So I think I'm going to come out there and run with you guys for this next season and have some fun and try not to kill everybody.
I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun doing this, and yeah, Andrew does a great job putting this stuff on and making sure we have somewhere to race and not have to worry about people acting dumb, and he doesn't put up with it, so it gives a lot of guys in here confidence that we're able to race and not have to deal with that type of stuff.
Yeah, that was a little evident here tonight. I was laughing about it a little bit on the broadcast, talking about it. 2 guys that got removed because of stupid things, and yeah. So I mean, that's that's the one good thing is the chaotic people tend to not last that long when it comes to races elite. So that's one good thing that we have here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Kensley, before we let you go today, buddy, is there anybody else that you would like to thank?
Of course, you guys, as always, listening to it. It was a great broadcast. And a lot of stuff going on, and you guys kept up with it really good and made it very exciting. So it'll be a fun one to rewatch with the family, and I'll probably rewatch it tomorrow. That'd be real fitting. Of course, Andrew, like I said earlier, giving us a safe place to race and giving us a place that we don't have to worry about some of the things that happen in other leagues. And thank you to him, and all the stuff that he does for all of us drivers out here. And of course, my wife and my daughter for allowing me to do this on Friday night. It takes up time, and they love watching it, and they love that I love to do it. So thank you to them.
Absolutely, and as always, thank you to all of our spouses. And Kensley, man, congratulations, buddy, on your championship, and we look forward to seeing you next season, bud.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be your season champion, driver of that number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, featuring Big Papa Ken. We want to send our big congratulations out to Kensley Smith for winning the Full Send Superspeedway Series Championship. Also want to give out a big congratulations one final time to your Tuesday Night Truck Series champion, the 01 of Sean Dunaway, and your Gen 4 and O'Reilly's Cup O'Reilly Series champion, the driver of that number 98 machine, Andrew Teff. Congratulations on you three on your championship. And that's going to do it for us here for Season 5 of the Full Send Super Speedway Series. And before we head out, Russ, do you have any final thoughts?
Nah, man, it was just a lot of fun calling these last 4 races here for this chase for the championship. And like I said, looking forward to hopefully getting out there and running with these guys next season. Like I said, that about the only other night of the week that I can run here at Racers Elite, and I always like to try to run something. So looking forward to being out there and causing a little chaos of my own with these super speedway races next season.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like I said, it's just been a lot of fun calling these races, and looking forward to starting the next season up in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us right here on the Racers Elite Network. On May 26th, the Tuesday Night Fixed Truck Series returns right here on Tuesday nights, starting at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Making their debut is going to be your Wednesday Night Late Model Series. They're going to go live May 27th at Iowa. The Gen 4s are returning for Season 2 on Thursday nights, starting May 28th. And they're going to start their season at the Tricky Triangle, known as Pocono. And your Full Send Super Speedway Series, they're going to have 1 extra week off, and we'll go back right here live on Racers Elite Network for Season 6, starting June 5th with Daytona at the with the NASCAR trucks. We got a lot of really great racing coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to keep up with Racers Elite, you can always check us out at racerselite.com for all of your Racer Elite news, upcoming races, seasons, everything. Also check out our apparel. We have a store over at racerselite.com as well. Big shout out, thank you to Speed Zone Race Control for another beautiful season and amazing calls from Chantel Pottle. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Mike Taylor up here in the booth alongside me, the one, the only, my good friend, Russ Martin. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a beautiful time zone. And we will see you in 2 weeks when we start all over again. Have a good one. Bye.